X-Man in a car phone. You're on the Score.
How you doing, guys?
We got to stay out of the manhole.
Hey, I just want to comment on Richard Dent. After watching the defensive line the year before, and every time they'd be in a position where they'd have to hold the other team from scoring or the run, I mean, they were pitiful.
The bad defense, right?
Yes. Now, it also, and I saw shades of that again during the spring or during the summer session or whatever.
Oh, Dent was there. Dent was there to coach the line, and they had one of the.
He was just there. He was just.
I know, but even if
he wasn't an active, he didn't take a real active role. But when they announced it, okay, now he's going to be doing it. I'll tell you what. That's when the defense seemed to gel.
What? What are you talking about? He was there to coach the pass rush. He was there to help teach defensive ends how to rush the passer. And they had one of the worst perperformances any team has ever had.
Do you I mean, maybe I just saw this, but
I think you did.
I saw the linemen. I mean, I saw more pressure from Brown. I saw more pressure.
He had 5 sacks.
Even with the loss of Washington. They still looked better.
They had one of the worst
Washington would never be on the field in a pass-rushing situation anyway.
They had the worst.
No, but he stopped the run.
That's not why Dent was there.
And the run won.
Dent was there to teach pass rushing, and this team...
You're telling me that the defense wasn't better this year than last year?
I'm telling you that they had one of the worst performances as a pass rush that any Bears team has ever had. I believe they were last in the NFL this year. 18 sacks.
Okay, then you know what? Then I'm confused because I thought they had won like 4 or 5 games at the end of the season. Like they almost were turning it around. That doesn't mean anything.
Almost turning it around. And all that was due to Richard Dent.
No, I'm saying is that if you have a better scheme on the line,
he didn't teach schemes. He didn't teach schemes.
Are going to be better.
X-Man, you're living in a fantasy world.
Not a fantasy. I watched the games.
Yeah, I didn't. I just go here without watching the games.
Did, but I don't
watch. I don't watch X-Men.
Let me. What you were watching.
Let me tell you something. This is X-Men. This is very simple here.
This is a great Friday.
It's very simple. Richard Dent was there as an assistant defensive line coach to teach defensive ends, to help teach them how to rush the passer.
That's where it started. That's where it stopped.
To teach them how to rush the passer. That was all the responsibility he had at any point, was to help instruct these players on how to get to the quarterback.
Technique.
The Chicago Bears were a miserable pass rushing team, historically bad. There is absolutely no excuse. He did nothing to help the team and may have hurt the team.
And not winning games doesn't mean anything.
You're completely missing the point of what Richard Dent's resresponsibilities were.
No, I like watching the line. I like watching the offensive line.
Well, I suggest you watch. Where were you seeing these mystery sacks of the quarterback? Where were you seeing that 18 total?
You know what? I saw a lot of pressure by Brown. I saw a lot of pressure even by Michael Haynes.
Oh, you did?
I saw improvement.
You did.
I saw improvement in the rush, but I also
improvement in the rush based on what statistic?
Nice question, X-Men. Did you see improvement in the game against the Chiefs, the season ender? Did you see improvement in the big game they played at Green Bay, where oh my God, we're getting this close to turning it down? How those guys do against Green Bay?
You know what?
Do you believe
how they do?
What I did see is that I saw another thing I saw that I thought was more impressive too was that a lot of linemen were keeping to their responsibilities.
Do you believe Dick Duran should have been retained?
He does.
No, I don't.
Why not? Why not?
I don't think the delegation of putting the responsibility or the onus on what was going wrong with the team.
Hold on a second. But they were turning it around, I thought. Hold on a sec, X-Men. I
feel sorry for Duran because you know what?
Wait a sec. I'm not worried about why you feel sorry for him.
No.
X-Men, listen to me.
The guy he was under McCaskey. No matter what he did, if he had this one play that we win every single game, and the McCaskey didn't like it, that's all
right. You're now you're on another planet. But did you believe that the Bears were turning it around?
I think they were going in a direction that was better before than when Dent wasn't there.
Okay, now then why should you believe the Bears as a team were turning it around because of Richard Dent?
I think that no, not because of him. I think that they used him correctly. I think.
Okay, then why shouldn't they retain Dick Duran?
Because of Shoop.
What do you mean because of Shoop?
Yeah, I think that that Shoop was not going to allow Dick Duran to really succeed.
Wait a second. This is
What?
It's like argue. Okay. You believe that the Bears were better because Richard Dent turned around the pass rush.
I say he added to the defense. Absolutely.
Okay. Then why was the pass rush one of the worst in the history of the Bears?
Because I think the scheme, maybe there was something internal there with Blash and with Richard Dent that maybe they didn't mesh. Maybe just the same reason why Singletary wasn't there.
Okay,
maybe
so if you're saying,
wait a minute, now we're in Singletary. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Wait a second. If you're saying they didn't mesh,
correct.
Okay, so you admit that the pass rush was bad.
It wasn't the best in the league, of course not.
No. It was. In fact, it was the worst in the league.
It improved.
How did it improve?
The linemen were more aggressive. They were maintaining the responsibilities as far as not allowing the outside run every single time like they were before. And on occasions, Brown and either Brown or Robinson got to the quarterback. They put enough pressure on that quarterback at least to hurry him.
Then why were they a losing team?
Because I don't think that was given as much freedom or as much authority in the beginning of the season as he was later on. So
you think that hold on a second. Okay, I'm trying to get to the bottom of this here. So in this mystery improvement that you saw that didn't exist, but in your world, well, no, according to statistics,
okay.
the improvement that you saw was based on Richard Dent acquiring more coaching responsibility?
I believe so.
You believe so, and why do you believe that?
Because I saw improvement in the line.
But why do you believe that Richard Dent gained... First of all, there wasn't improvement. Second of all, why do you think Richard Dent gained more authority or responsibility? Because that's flatly wrong.
That's really...
Well, if it's... You know what? Again, it's an assumption that I made because I did see improvement in the line.
Well, you're watching games on an imaginary television.
Well,
we did imaginary radio last week.
I tell you what, I saw started winning some games, and I saw line the play. Maybe they just played better, but and he didn't do a damn thing. But he was there, and the line was playing better.
So, do you believe that the Bears' defensive line now will regress because Richard Dent is gone?
No. I think now that the way they're playing,
he's laid the foundation.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that's enough.
That's enough of that.
Look what you did. You have no radio discipline just to, badger that guy.
I was just
why would you do that?
Myself.
I mean,
he's Sports Radio 670 The Score.